Welcome to my channel. My name is Mary Zita, and in this channel we talk about a lot of things, travel and life experiences. And today the episode is about cuisine. We are going to prepare a simple Kenyan meal known as pilau. This is a meal that is eaten mainly in the coastal sides of Kenya, but it's also eaten throughout the country. And to prepare this meal is very simple. It's just about rice, spices and meat. Very simple, but it has a certain technique to eat for it to come up properly. So I'm going to take you step by step today on how to prepare this meal. Now the first thing you do is you take a cup of rice and you put it in water and you wash it. Okay, make sure you wash it very well, and then after washing it, then you leave it to soak for a bit. The next step you do is to soak the spices. In this particular recipe, we're going to use whole spices. So what you do is that you measure 2 teaspoons of the spice. You can see it includes even bay leaves in it. This is what gives it the really nice spicy taste. So once you have the 2 teaspoons, it's now ready for soaking. I have soaked the spices, so I'm going to keep them next to the rice and let them soak for at least 10 to 15 minutes. As the rice and the spices soak, what you're going to do is to boil the meat. Okay, so we have our meat here. Put it in the saucepan and we add some water. Then we also add a teaspoon of ginger. Okay, then a teaspoon of garlic, and half a teaspoon of salt. Okay, so mix them together. Then we put on the fire, cover it, and let the meat boil. We let it boil for about 10 to 15 minutes. Now we are ready for the next step. We are going to put some fat in the saucepan. Actually, this is margarine. I really enjoy using margarine. This is the specific type known as Prestige, because why I like using it is that it doesn't burn. It doesn't smoke. It's actually very good for cooking. It's just like the normal cooking fat, but the difference is that it has much more taste. It gives the food a very nice taste, so that's why I like to use it. So what you do is that you put the onions, so you put the onions and you cook them until they start browning. Okay, as you can see, the onions have browned really nicely together with the ginger and the garlic. So our next step is to put in the soaked spices and to cook them. So what we do is we let them cook. We cover the saucepan and let them cook like for about 3 minutes. Now let us check on our spices. As you can see, the spices are cooked very well and there's a nice brown color. So the next thing we need to do is to reduce the fire and to put the meat, the boiled meat. Mix it very well. Mix it until the spices are fully coated the meat. Then put a bit of salt. Put like a teaspoon of salt. Okay. Now then you're going to put a bit of the broth that remained when you boiled the meat. So you put some of it. Not too much, but just enough. Okay, then bring back the fire up and then you cover it. Let it cook for another 10-15 minutes. Okay, let's check on our meat now. As you can see, it has cooked very well. It has mixed very well with the spices. So the next thing we need to do is to put water, so that bring it to the boil so that you're able to add rice. So the rule of the thumb, if you want to measure water to cook rice, we had 1 cup of rice, so we put 2 cups. So that's 1 cup. Okay. So we're going to put the other cup. Excuse me, it's very, very spicy. So that's why I'm sneezing. Sorry. Yeah, so now you have your 2 cups of water. So, excuse me, it's really spicy, that's why. So the next thing you do is you cover it and you bring the water to the boil. So let's wait for the water to boil. Okay, now as you can see, the water has boiled. So our next step is to put our rice. This is the rice that we washed and soaked. So we put the rice on. So once we're done with putting the rice in the boiling water, the next thing we're going to do is to just leave it to cook. Remember to lower the heat. This dish is not supposed to be cooked at high heat. It should just simmer with very low heat. So yeah, so let us check on our rice. As you can see, it has cooked very well. It's nice and fluffy. You can see it. So it's time to serve our pilau. You can see it is cooked very, very well. It's actually very spicy and it smells really nice. Okay. So The pilau is ready for eating, and normally what happens, we eat it with a side dish known as kachumbari. Kachumbari is chopped onions. It's a raw chopped onions, tomatoes, and pepper. Raw pepper. So that is how you eat this pilau meal.